March really looked at how quiet February was and decided to drop 26 new releases. So grab your hot drink of choice and cozy up as we go through all of them. Also, hi! I'm Ellie and welcome back to the Cozy Gaming Club, where we talk about all the latest and greatest cozy games. Before we kick things off, I just wanted to mention that you will not be seeing Tales of the Shire in this video. That's because it is sadly being delayed until the 29th of July. But don't worry, because we have a ton of other games to go through today. Let's kick things off with 2 Point Museum. This is the third installment in the 2 Point series, following 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, and sees you curating and managing a museum. Start building your collection by sending out teams of experts on expeditions around the world in search of rare artifacts that you can showcase. If they make it back in one piece, of course. Those that do will need to be placed in carefully maintained exhibits and guarded from both kids and thieves alike. Speaking of kids, you'll have a range of guests visiting your museum, each with their own preferences for exhibits that they want to see, from dinosaurs to rare plants and scary artifacts. And you'll need to cater for all of them. Fill your museum with the most exceptional exhibits and make sure there's also ample refreshments and facilities to keep your guests coming back and paying your bills. When 2 Point Museum launches on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S on March 4th. The Scarlet Super Thieves Carmen Sandiego is back in this next game, which also releases on March 4th. Launch yourself into the world of espionage as you search for a crime syndicate that's threatening to pull off their next big heist. As an elusive master thief yourself, you have an arsenal of tools at your disposal, from gliders to grappling guns and all the different visions to help with your mission. Find clues, interview suspects, and search the criminal database to help you track down vile operatives in this narrative adventure that's launching on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch on March 4th. It's also already available on iOS and Android via Netflix. Next up is a magical farming sim crossed with a roguelite called Grimoire Groves. In it, you play as a group of witches who've been searching for a new home and come across the magical Grimoire Groves, a beautiful forest fabled to be home to all sorts of creatures and plants. But when they arrive, they immediately notice that something is off. Now it's down to you to restore the Grimoire Groves to the lush forest it once was. Use your magic to grow plant creatures and learn the needs of every plant to harvest their fruit. Find the fabled forest spirits and give them a new home at your cottage, helping them to repopulate the forest and restore the magical balance. Plus, you can decorate your home base to boost their magical powers and yours as well when Grimoire Grove launches on PC on the 4th of March. Our next game is a fantasy shopkeeping game called Merchants of Rosewall. In this game, you move to the city of Rosewall to set up your very own shop, but you'll need to find something to stock it with. Collect ingredients and supplies that you can craft into items to sell, but you also don't have to do this alone. As you build up your shop, you'll hire a range of staff members to support you, from cooks to stonemasons. Then once you've stocked all your shelves, you can throw open your doors and start selling. A new range of customers will visit every single day, each with different desires, and hopefully you'll sell enough to hit your quota at the end of the month. Oh yeah, did I mention this is another typical cozy game with a loan to repay? If you can't make your quota for the month, you might lose your shop when Merchants of Rosewall launches on PC on March 4th. The next thing I want to talk about isn't a brand new game, it's the DLC. That's right, Power Wash Simulator is getting a Wallace and Gromit update to join the other incredible in-game franchises like Shrek, SpongeBob, and Final Fantasy. Fire up your water pistol as you clean up familiar locations from the Wallace and Gromit films, like Gromit's Kennel, the Workshop, and the Kitchen when the new DLC drops on PC, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Described as a mixture of The Little Prince and Ghibli movies, our next game is an award-winning interactive bedtime story that lasts around 40 minutes. This short and meaningful game has been lovingly crafted with hundreds of hand-drawn animations. Play as a bear and a little one, traveling from planet to planet and sharing a tale of friendship, loss, and belonging. This is a unique, calming tale that you can experience for yourself when The Bear, A Story from the World of Gra launches on PC on the 4th of March. We are finally moving on from March 4th with this next game. Bao Bao's Cozy Laundromat is an upcoming idle game where you play as Bao Bao, a charming panda creating the coziest laundromat. buy some washers and dryers and get to work washing the clothes that the townsfolk drop off for you. You can also decorate your little store by buying plants and a vending machine, and as it gets busier, you can even employ other pandas to work alongside you. With a laid-back, lo-fi soundtrack to keep you company, Bao Bao's Cozy Laundromat is the perfect background game to leave on while you work, and it's launching on PC on the 6th of March. Next up is Bookbound, a cozy bookshop game. Honestly, I am surprised there isn't a cozy bookshop game out there already, but Bookbound looks ready to change that. Buy shelves, order in books, and decorate to your heart's content in this cozy simulation game. Just make sure you've got everything your customers want in stock. Sell books, expand your stock, advertise your shop, and you can even write, publish, and sell your own novels. I do wonder if there's a little bit more of a plot to this one, or if it's literally just the shop simulation elements. Either way, we'll find out when Bookbound launches on March 6th. Plus, there's a demo up right now for Steam Next Fest if you want to try it out first. We're moving away from full releases for this next one, which is another DLC. This time for The Sims 4. Pursue new skills and live a life of accomplishment in The Sims 4 Business and Hobbies expansion pack. From learning how to make pottery to becoming a tattoo artist and more, this DLC adds so many new businesses to the game, and it's launching on the 6th of March on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Take on a temporary job as an artifact cleaner in this next game, which reminds me a lot of Trash Goblin if you know that one. Your job is to clean the strange artifacts that are brought to you by quirky customers, or you can choose not to and see what happens with multiple endings available depending on the decisions you make. I love the art style for this one, and all the funny looking visitors that stop by your store, and it's not too long with each playthrough taking around 1 to 2 hours. Wormhole Brush and Banter will be launching on March 7th on PC. We've got another shopkeeping game up next, and honestly, I kinda love the premise of this one. In Sugardew Island, after surviving a storm and a shipwreck, your journey begins as you awaken on a deserted island. There you decide to set up and run a farm shop which you stock yourself with goods you grow on your farm. But you're actually not alone on this island, as it's also home to cute forest folk who once relied on the harmony tree. Since it was felled though, the island's natural balance has been disrupted, and it falls to you to restore the lost harmony by taking care of your animals and your farm, selling your goods, upgrading your farm, and fulfilling small orders for the harmony tree. Sugardew Island promises a stress-free, relaxing experience with no pressure, and it'll be launching on March 7th on PC, Switch, and PlayStation, with Xbox coming at a later date. Plus, there's also a demo available as part of Steam Next Fest where you can try the first 7 days and it'll carry over to the full release. Fields of Mistria's second major update is coming on March 10th and brings with it a ton of new features, including the reveal of Calderas's appearance and lots of quality life updates. You can find the full list of updates on their website, but the things I'm most excited for are a whole new area called the Dark Woods and a brand new festival to discover. They're also adding an in-game time adjustment option, which presumably means you can customize the length of your days, which I know a lot of people were complaining about. Oh, and they're also adding pets, sprites that can help out around your farm, an auto-petter, a new spell, and more. Next up is a cozy game with a twist. After giving up your dangerous life as a fighter champion, you settle down to open a tea shop in a magical forest. Learn to make tea by growing and harvesting the ingredients before mixing them together in your unusual tea-making contraption. Care for your travelers and learn their stories to serve them their perfect brew. But sometimes it feels too quiet. Along the way, you'll also be struggling with your decision to come here and trying to work out if this is the right place for you. Is this who you're supposed to be, or are you just pretending? Try out the demo in Steam Next Fest in anticipation for when Wonderstop launches on PC and PlayStation 5 on March 11th. March must be the month for shopkeeping games because there's another one up next, but this one is a little different. In Kola Boba, you've just moved to a small town to try and save its struggling boba shop. With your help, the owner of the shop will be able to turn it around and start attracting new customers with their delicious boba tea. But that's not all, because this game also has a dark side. After the sun sets, a mysterious and dangerous world awakens, and you'll need to battle the strange creatures you find there to gain inspiration for new recipes. This is definitely a unique one, and it'll be launching on March 11th on PC. Inkle has been releasing incredible narrative games for years now, like A Highland Song and Overboard, and the next one is a cozy detective game. You're a scholarship student at a school for promising girls, but you maybe won't be for much longer in Expelled. A school prefect has been pushed out of a window and everyone's blaming it on you. With just one day left to prove your innocence, every minute counts as you search for a way to find the culprit or frame someone else. Each run lasts less than an hour but unlocks new leads and secrets to uncover in this unique visual novel when it launches on March 12th on PC. This next game looks a little combat heavy compared to some of our other titles, but between the beautiful art style and puzzle gameplay, I've heard a lot of great things about it. Play as Louisa, a burnt outlaw trainee, taking a break from her fast-paced corporate life to go on holiday to Hinterberg, a ski village in Austria. Meet the locals, check out the sights, and maybe you'll stumble across one of the legendary dungeons of Hinterberg to explore. But it won't be simple. The dungeons are filled with monsters and your sword and magic skills are essential for keeping them at bay. Who knows, maybe you can slay all of the monsters and become a master slayer. Dungeons of Hinterberg is already available on PC and Xbox, but it'll be launching on PlayStation on March 13th. And we have another game coming to a new console because On Your Tail is finally launching on Nintendo Switch. This one has felt like a long time coming, but prepare for the ultimate summer vacation with a sprinkling of mystery in On Your Tail. Visit the beach, see the sights, or hang out with your friends as you enjoy your time in this idyllic seaside town. But there's something dark going on beneath the surface. Search the village's streets and shops for leads and collect clues on the characters, locations, and events to help unmask the thief who's menacing this once peaceful town, when On Your Tail launches on Nintendo Switch on March 13th. I am so excited for this next one because MySims Cozy Bundle is coming to PC. I had no idea this was a thing, but I cannot wait as I love the MySims series on DS. And this revival is bringing MySims and MySims Kingdom in a fantastic cozy bundle that'll be launching on PC on March 18th. If you haven't played the original games, MySims is kind of like Animal Crossing, where you'll be revitalizing a town, inviting new residents to live there, and building and decorating the home of their dreams. While MySims Kingdom is similar but in a medieval setting, where you'll be rebuilding an entire kingdom. It takes place across multiple islands for you to explore and collect resources, and over time you'll restore your kingdom to its former glory. This one is also available on Switch, but I had no idea it was coming to PC too. Escape from Mistwood Mansion is best described as an escape room in a game. I played the PC version of this one and it was so good and packed full of puzzles that really get you thinking, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. Put on your puzzle hat as you explore the mysterious Mistwood Mansion to try and find a way out. After the door locks behind you, delve deeper into the mansion's many rooms and uncover secret passageways and hidden rooms filled with puzzles to solve and codes to decipher. Will you be able to find a way out when Escape from Mistwood Mansion launches on March 19th? From the creators of Apico comes a brand new animal management sim, this time about discovering and breeding frogs. Become one with your froggy friends after waking from a long hibernation and finding your pond empty. It's up to you to repopulate this world through genetic manipulation and generational puzzles, whatever they are. Embark on a journey to help restore the lost populations and find out what happened in the first place when Mudbourne launches on PC on March 20th. Also, just like many of the other games on this list, there's a demo available as part of Steam Next Fest this week. And there's also a demo for this next game. River Towns reminds me so much of Terra Nil, so if you enjoyed that environmental puzzler, then you may also like this one. In River Towns, you'll be building bustling districts from scratch along the banks of a dried-up river. Slowly invigorate the land around them with each new building you add, and as the town grows, villagers will move in and truly bring life back to the area. Every level is different, and you'll need to earn points by building smartly to unlock the next one, when River Towns launches on PC on March 24th. Ghibli-esque adventure Sopa Tale of the Stolen Potato is finally launching on March 25th on PC and Xbox. When fetching a potato for his grandma, Miho steps into the pantry where he's suddenly pulled into a whimsical world full of strange and magical creatures. Retrace the steps of a mysterious traveler who came before you as you venture through a world of endless desert, floating mountains, and talking beasts, outsmarting thieves and meeting quirky characters along the way. But each time he returns to the kitchen with an ingredient, he's a little bit taller, and his grandmother's a little bit older. This is a beautiful tale of family and adventure, and I'm so intrigued by the story behind it. Speaking of kitchens, next up is a DLC for the productivity tool that took the cozy gaming community by storm. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions is releasing a Cozy Kitchen DLC on March 26th that adds a whole new area to your game. Explore the new kitchen and put your persona to work cooking meals and cleaning dishes, or unwind in the nook while you work. Plus, there's 3 brand new spirits to unlock. Our next game is a cozy point-and-click adventure set in a beautiful pixel art style, and featuring the world's greatest detective. Explore a sleepy Sussex village that's home to an elderly beekeeper who just so happens to be Sherlock Holmes. In this relaxing, slow-paced game, you're trying to plan a picnic for your dear friend Watson. But the villagers of Fulworth have another plan. Inundated with mysteries from around town, can you save the day and plan your big surprise? Find out when the Beekeeper's Picnic launches on the 26th of March on PC. Described as an Animal Crossing-like for PC, Galactic Getaway is a wholesome multiplayer life sim that's launching on the 27th of March into early access. Explore an uncharted planet and turn it into your own cozy paradise along with your friends in this upcoming game. Selected by GG Enterprises, you've been tasked with creating a vibrant community on this new world. But you're not alone. This planet is home to adorable and quirky alien creatures that you can befriend, and they each have their own personalities and special abilities for you to discover. With a farm to run, a home to decorate, minigames to play, and a multiplayer mode to do it all with your friends, this game almost sounds too good to be true. It'll be interesting to see what it's like when it releases on March 27th in early access on PC. Our penultimate game is also one of the biggest titles for this month, and I am sure it needs no introduction. Inzoi is the biggest Sims competitor, and it's due to launch on PC on the 28th of March. This extraordinary life simulation game promises a beautiful world that you can interact with to create unique stories and experiences for your characters. From finding a job to making a living and forming relationships with the other NPCs, there's so much to discover here, and it really does look breathtaking. Our final game is So to Speak, an upcoming indie puzzler that seeks to teach you Japanese by letting you explore the country. Wander around Japan and figure out the meaning of the Japanese signs that you see and the conversations that you hear, by using context clues to guess their meaning. Every word is its own puzzle, and to proceed you need to connect it to something nearby with the same meaning. So to Speak will be launching on PC on March 31st if you want to try your hand at an innovative new way to learn a language. Especially as, who knows what's going on with Duolingo at the moment. I know this video was packed, so a big thank you if you made it all the way to the end. Let me know your most anticipated games for March down in the comments, and I'll be sure to cover them on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!